Welcome to Family Movie Night, where we'll be talking about what we watch for Family Movie Night. My name is Mike, and today we are talking about In Your Dreams. This is a Netflix original movie that came out in November. The premise of this: Stevie and her little brother Elliot journey into the wildly absurd landscape of their own dreams to ask the Sandman to grant them the perfect family. This is directed by Eric Benson and Alexander Wu, starring with vocal talents Jolie Wong Rappaport, Elias Jansen, Craig Robinson, Kristen Milioti, Simi Liu, and Omid Djali. I really hope I said that right. And Gia Rides, Caradides. I don't know. This is one that we watched. We had seen a bunch of previews for it on Netflix, so wanted to check it out. In terms of what I thought, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs middle. I'm gonna say thumbs middle with this. So, what are some things that I liked about this movie? I thought this movie was funny. It did have a lot of really fun moments. I thought the dynamic between Stevie and Elliot, especially kind of at the end, really kind of made the difference here. And I think that there's some of the moments with the animation were really great, particularly some of the dream sequences I thought were really cool. Where this kind of loses me a little bit is kind of just everything with the parents about will they stay together? Will they break up? I don't know about that. And also I think the big thing that kind of just like thematically about the Sandman, like what like is the Sandman a good guy? Like is the Sandman? Do they want to try to show that like, hey, you getting your dreams isn't always the for the best? So I don't know. I did like the conversation between Elliot and the manifestation of nightmares, who is called Nightmara, which I thought that was a nice touch. I don't know. I think this wraps up kind of like a little weird as well. The final end sequence kind of was a little confusing and just kind of I don't know. It was interesting to see kind of what they decided to do in order to keep this family unit going together. What did I learn from this? Boy, that's a good question because I think the big thing that I learned from this is that hey, dreams are not all that they're cracked up to be because at the end of the day, dreams aren't aren't always as good as your real life, especially if you think that your real life isn't going as well as you hoped or as well as you think. So I think I don't want to go so far as to say as this movie is trying to say that dreams are overrated because that is definitely not the case. But I think ultimately this is trying to say that like, hey, your real life it's not perfect, but it's still good, it's still strong, and it's still one that is worth having versus dreams, which you can't always get everything that you want in your dreams, but in reality you could get the potential to get everything that you want is definitely there. So there's a version of Enter Sandman by Weezer on here that very confused about, but I guess the Metallica version probably wouldn't fit as well with a children's movie, but hey, it is what it is with that. But overall, for a Netflix original animated movie, it had its moments. I enjoyed it, so yeah, we'll just leave it at that. What did you think? Did you see this? Is this one that you liked or enjoyed? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to do it for this episode of Family Movie Night. Be sure to like, rate, and subscribe to anything and everything SPDM Crew wherever you get your podcast. Join us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, X Threads, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Blue Sky at SPDM Crew. Check out our website and rate us 5 stars on your listening app of choice. Leave us a review. That would be greatly appreciated. Follow us on Letterboxd at MLHilty2452 and follow our list labeled Family Movie Night. Shout out to iFlyer Creative Studios for making our awesome logo. Greatly appreciate their support. Check out the other shows on the podcast network. We appreciate all the work that everyone's doing. So please check out the other shows and support the other members of the crew. And finally, if you've got a podcast idea or you're interested in being part of the SPDM crew as a guest or collaborating, email us at spdmcrew@gmail.com. Until next time, happy watching, friends.